Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Walker, an MTSS facilitator with Everett Schools, and I'm back with my fourth video with Dr. Kaylee Mitchell. And we wanted to follow up. We've done a couple videos on stress and some strategies for using stress, but we wanted to follow that with a video to talk about what's next. So Dr. Mitchell, my question for you this time is, if I'm trying these strategies and I'm working with my child, but I just feel like this is bigger than me and I need to reach out, what are my next steps for getting some support or help?
Yeah, and so I want to emphasize that if coping mechanisms are not working and the intensity of the emotion is really not coming down, as a parent, you really have to decide and consider like whether you need immediate expert help or whether you can, consult with somebody on a later date, like a mental health therapist or a school counselor. Or somebody else in your community that is an expert in, the mental health vicinity here. So it's really important. So I just have to say before we start that I always err on the side of caution. So my rule of thumb is if your child is having thoughts about suicide or self-harming, and they specifically have a plan to hurt themselves, then you really do need to get immediate help. And so I wouldn't ever be afraid to call 911 in a situation like that, or to put your child in a car and head to one of our local emergency rooms where typically they have a social worker on site or even through video conferencing who can evaluate and assess your child for lethality and so forth. So, but beyond that, there are some resources, and I just shared a few today, but there are so many different resources on the Everett Public Schools website and resources on every individual school website here at Everett Public Schools. But three that you should know about is the CARE crisis line. That's a Snohomish County triage line. It's who you would call even if you wanted to access mental health services or an evaluation for your child, but they also have other resources. And so this is a great one if your child's not in immediate danger. The second one to know is the Snohomish County Crisis Services. They actually have teams of people who can respond in emergency situations that you can consult with. So that number is right here. And again, these are on Everett Public School websites. It's under the counseling tabs of most of our websites as well. So, and then of course the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. This is a great one. We have different chats that are local where kids can text or chat to get help with some thoughts about hurting themselves. The National Suicide Prevention Line, you as a parent can call. It's not just for somebody who has suicide ideation or a plan themselves. You can call them and consult about your child with them on what you need to do, and they can walk you through different steps. They are mental health therapists. They are experts in this area, so I really encourage you to utilize that resource. And I also have to do a plug for the virtual calming rooms that are on the middle school websites right now. In the calming rooms, you will find opportunities to learn, to connect with these resources and find the links for these resources too, but also just different activities and different coping skills are listed there. So go check it out and see and explore and see if there's anything that is pertinent to your child. So yeah, those are some of the resources that I would definitely say parents would check out.
Thank you. That's great. Thank you so much for all of these videos. You've been so great to share all of this information with us.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.